Thank you everyone for coming here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know you're here for my sister because she's a local celebrity. Thank you for coming to bless this. She is. I really love her. So, Thank you for coming to bless this space. I'm really excited about this new space that is for the community. And as you can see, you can host different events here, and I'm excited to share it with you. You can have a gallery, you can have an art painting class, you name it, breath work, kundalini, anything. So really exciting to start and see what we can work with and create some magic. It's at 555 2nd Street, so we'll start today with some intention. My sister will tune us into our emotional body so you can really start to unravel once we get into yoga and some breath work and meditation. And then we'll do some guided ecstatic dance with some surprise music. And then $100,000 coach here, laser coach channeling for anyone who wants to stay afterwards and get some coaching. And yeah, that's it. Any questions? You guys ready?
Well, before that, I would like to say this beautiful space is all the creation of this beautiful goddess. So let's give her a little hand of applause. I'm so proud of my little sister for creating such a beautiful community. I mean, that is amazing. And our parents are here, and all of you beautiful friends that she's gathered. And it's so much heart, so much soul, and it's all because of you, sis. I love you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We will share that we started this journey together 8 years ago when our mother passed away, and we've started creating events when we were in Silicon Valley, and we would host these events together, and we were both like still working full time, and it was so challenging, and it was like, what's happening? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing this for? And we've actually haven't had an event together in a long time, so you'll see the magic that happens. Yeah?
Yeah, so
She's very high tech.
I'm very high tech. I first would love to tune us into an intention. And before that, I'd like to pass around this beautiful copy of a $100 bill for each and every person. Will you please pass it around?
Absolutely.
Just grab one and pass it, and a pen.
Feel that money in your hand.
Grab a pen, share a pen. Tonight we're going to create an intention in the beginning. And by the end of the event, I know that some people here are going to have major breakthroughs. Because some of you have been waiting for this connection, and tonight may be the time that you get pushed over the edge because of the magic that's going to be co-created because of this cohesive collective. So what I want you all to tune into is one word that represents love. Like one word, something that you want to bring in that is your definition of love currently. Whether it be connection, smile, anything that you want to bring in at this moment that is your definition of love. And what we're going to do is put in all these intentions into a bucket, collective bucket, or you call it singing bowl. And then we're going to trade intentions. So you're going to get a brand new intention of love, which you will embody for this practice today. And then by the end, I want to hear some stories of a deeper understanding of love. Because today's all about love. So we can go a little bit deeper into our inner child, into connection, letting go of all the stories. So let's close our eyes and get tuned into this intention now.
And just take a couple of deep breaths. Thank you for being here today. You are absolutely and totally amazing. Instead of being anywhere else, doing anything else right now, you've all chosen to come with us on this beautiful journey. Sometimes we forget how amazing this very present moment is. How love doesn't depend on anyone else doing anything for us or us feeling any certain way, but being totally present, playing, sharing, hugging, recognizing the divinity in another person, regardless of what they're going through and regardless of what they're projecting out, being able to see the child inside the adult and love them anyways. How can we today bring in a little bit more of that love? So when we look in the mirror, we can have a little bit more compassion for ourselves. To recognize that there's always more and more goals. It's a never-ending desire stream. And when we look back and see now how far we've come, haven't we done great? Isn't this present moment a moment that was once a dream and you made it? So what is it that you want to bring in today? What is your intention? What aspect of love do you currently need to experience a little bit more of? Do you want to reunite deeper with your inner child so you can play? Do you want to attract love or loves? Maybe sexual experiences? Maybe a more healthy or wholesome body? Maybe deeper connections? Maybe more money? What is it that you want to bring in now? Because every little thing that we want and desire is an aspect of love. And nothing is separate from us. So today I want to show you this connection, that we are interconnected, that it's not separate, that love is all there is, that it's not somewhere out there, but it's here and now in this very present, beautiful moment. So let's go ahead and write our intention now. As soon as it comes to you, in big or small letters, and we're all going to put this beautiful intention, one word, only one word, into this bowl. And we got lots of money. If anybody messes up, we're going to make it rain. All right, everybody, with them back. Look at how rich we are. Woo! All right. Yep. Just pass it around and let each person grab one. Did you do one, Mash? You gotta do one too.
I need to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here.
So you can't use the word love.
Did you do it?
Okay. Here's your new divine intention for today's practice.
Oh, that's a great one.
Why are you laughing? Did she get a funny one? She did? Was it X-rated? Cool. So now, as my sister, beautiful sister, passes it around, I want you to embody this intention for the practice today. And if it's silly or not silly, just let that be your intention, to experience a deeper level of love. Okay, everybody's got one? Go ahead, Mash. I'll be the last one.
Oh, you don't need that one.
I don't need this one. Oh, you want that one?
No, it's okay. I was just the same person.
Okay. All right, so everybody knows what they got? Okay, so take that in. That is your new intention for the practice today. And now my beautiful sister is going to guide us in breath work and a little light yoga so we can start integrating everything, and then we're going to channel and we're going to dance. And let's allow for that new intention to really go and zzz, 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 through every stream in our bodies. Let's see if we can embody this new intention that we received as love. And by the end of our practice today, perhaps maybe some of you will have a bigger breakthrough of love and appreciation. So,
I like to guide my yoga with trying your best to keep your eyes closed, just so you can tune into your own body. So take a moment to find a seated position, tall spine, and notice how your body feels today. Как ваше тело чувствует сегодня? Закрываем глаза и дышим. Exhale completely. And let's inhale together. Hold the breath in. Exhale. Hold the breath out. Find a stillness. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold. Relax the shoulders. Exhale. Hold the breath out. One more time. Deep breath in. Hold. Find the stillness. Slow breath out. Hold. Return to normal breath. Feeling your roots grounding down. Sit bone, growing roots out of the sit bones, grounding you down into the earth. How does it feel to be supported by the earth beneath you? And at the same time, as you elongate the spine, imagining out of the crown, beautiful light coming down from the heavens. Rejuvenating your body with this light. Feeling unconditional love and peace. And from here, begin to take your right ear to the right shoulder, opening up the neck, keeping your spine elongated, shoulders relaxed. And exhale as you roll the neck down, squeezing the throat, coming down, left ear to left shoulder. Taking a breath here, feeling your neck, and then gently rolling the neck down. Again. Right ear to right shoulder. Connect to your body. And roll the neck down again. Left ear to left shoulder. And then drop the neck back as you roll full circles at your own pace. Flowing with your breath. And gently switching directions, rolling the other way. And when you're ready, come back to center. Take a moment to check in with your body. Bringing your hands onto your shins. Inhaling, chest comes forward. Exhaling back. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, round the spine. Go as fast or as slow as you would like. Opening up the heart. Bringing the shoulder blades together as you come forward. Inhale forward. Hold the breath. Squeeze the pelvic muscles. Allow the energy to rise up. Pulling up that energy up the spine. And exhale, round. Release the breath out. Come back to center. Bringing your hands onto your knees. Coming to Sufi rotations. Inhaling, chest forward. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale forward. Exhale, round. Massaging the internal organs, opening up the spine. Going with the speed of your breath. And when you're ready, switch directions, going the other way. Come back to center, elongating the spine, elongating the neck. Exhale fully. Inhale together. Imagine the energy coming up from the earth through your pelvic muscles. Squeeze those muscles. Squeeze the belly button in towards the rib cage. Allow the energy to rise up to the top of your head. Keep squeezing. Keep holding the breath. Keep squeezing. Keep holding. Imagining the point in between your eyebrows, your pineal gland opening up. Keep squeezing. Keep holding. Keep squeezing. Exhale. One more time. Exhale completely. Inhale through the nostrils. Imagine the energy rising up to the top of your head as you squeeze the pelvic muscles, squeeze the belly button in towards the rib cage. Squeeze the diaphragm, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Let that energy rise up. Exhale. One last time. Exhale fully. Inhale. And squeeze and hold. Exhale. Bringing your hands onto your shoulders, 4 fingers in front, thumbs in the back. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Keeping your eyes closed, inhaling left, exhaling right. Go with the breath. Releasing any stagnant emotions. Opening up your body for more. Keep going, 20 more seconds. See if you can go a little faster. Inhale, center. Shoulder blades together. Again, squeeze and hold the breath. Exhale, release. Let's go into cat and cow. Come onto your knees. Hands right underneath your shoulders. Opening up the spine fully. Inhale, arch the spine, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. See if you can speed it up a little bit. Going at your own pace. Do what feels good. Inhale, arch, and hold the breath. Exhale, round the spine, push away from the earth. Hold the breath out. Inhale back to center. Open up your knees mat width apart and come down into child's pose. Taking a few breaths here. One more breath, completely let go and surrender. Maybe shake off your worries by rolling your forehead side to side, letting go of those worries. Все отпускайте, все, что не нужно. Let go of anything that no longer serves you. Let it melt into the earth. And when you're ready, gently begin to make your way to a downward facing dog. We won't be here for too long. Walk your feet out. Bending the left, bending the right. And walking your feet towards your hands, find your ragdoll pose. Grabbing opposite elbows, relaxing the neck, relaxing the shoulders. Just allowing for your body to get a full stretch. Back of the legs, back of the neck. And gently begin to rise up one vertebrae at a time. Chin comes up last. Inhaling, hands overhead, stretch up. Exhale, sweep your hands down. Find your most beautiful Tadasana, your sacred mountain pose. Maybe sway forward and back, finding equal balance in all four corners of the feet. And feel this power pose, shoulders back, chest is lifted, heart is open. Reminding yourself to walk into a room this way. Every time you walk into a new room, into any environment, opening up your heart. Inhaling, hands overhead, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold, bend at the hips, come down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Walk into your plank and come down in chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, down dog. Walking again to your ragdoll. Shaking it out one more time. Inhaling, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Hands overhead. Gentle micro bend this time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep down and bend at the hips, one dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down onto your stomach from your plank. Take your time. Hands come in line with the shoulders. Inhale for your cobra. Tops of the feet are flat on the earth so the kneecaps lift off. Squeeze that lower back. And exhale. Look to your left. Push yourself up. Come to the top of your mat. Come seated onto your knees. Open up your heels just about hip width apart. And gently walk back. Open up your heels. Beautiful. Do the best you can. Keep your knees together. Just a few breaths here. Breathe into your tension and tightness. Inhale, begin to come back up and find Savasana. Head towards the bowls. Almost ready. Inhale, right knee towards the chest. Interlace your 10 fingers underneath the right knee and bring it out towards the right shoulder. Squeeze that knee to shoulder, massaging the colon. Exhale, release. Inhale, left knee to the chest. Interlace 10 fingers underneath the left knee and then avoid the rib cage. Bring the left knee towards the left shoulder. Exhale, release. Inhale, both knees to chest and hold on to opposite elbows. Squeeze everything you got. Squeeze all the tension and tightness in your body. Keep squeezing, keep holding, keep squeezing, keep holding. And exhale, release. Relax in Savasana. We're going to do one more breath work. And then we'll guide you into meditation. Leave it. Completely relax on the earth. Fully exhale. Inhale, belly, chest, exhale, nose. Belly, chest, exhale. Belly, chest, exhale. Inhale, hold and squeeze, hold and squeeze. Squeeze everything in your body. Hold and squeeze, hold and squeeze. Hold the breath. Exhale, let it go. Take a few deep breaths. Exhale completely. Inhale, belly, chest, exhale up. Belly, chest, let it go. Belly, chest, out. 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 Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Squeeze everything you got. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Hold the breath, hold the breath. Exhale, let it go. One last time, give it all you got with the music. Exhale out. Inhale, belly, chest, let it go. Belly, chest, out. 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 Inhale. Hold the breath. Hold the breath. Hold the breath. Hold the breath. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold the breath. Exhale, let it go. Let it go. Completely relax. Let your body melt into the earth. Those who are ready, you may begin to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, feel the sensations. Welcome all sensations. Notice the feelings. Notice the tingling. Notice.
the body, this beautiful body, is your vessel here on earth. But you're not this body. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to observe it. You're not your thoughts. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to observe those. You are the awareness, the consciousness that's having a life experience through this body. You've been given a gift. Choosing to incarnate into this physical form is the greatest gift. But you see, when we were born, we forgot. Our memory has been wiped clean. And we go through life peeling one layer of an onion after another, releasing the voice of the mind, which is a passenger in our lives, releasing slowly the voices of our parents that feel so strong at times that we feel like we can't shut them down, but we can. Releasing the ego and its need to defend itself. This, my loves, is our playground. A beautiful playground, and the soul mission is to reunite with who we truly are. No matter how old we get, although our physical body changes, the little kid inside remains the same. So come back to that child. Visualize yourself as a kid again. Can you bring forth any time from your childhood where you felt like you weren't loved? When you felt like you couldn't express your emotions? Where you felt like you needed to do something in order to receive approval? See, in order to transform and fully reprogram, we gotta get back into the very beginning. Once we change that memory by looking at it from different perspectives, our whole life changes. Moving forward, 7 generations back, 7 generations forward. Each one of these childhood memories where maybe we were abused or felt like we weren't good enough, those are the keys to living a present life now. So be with this child. Recall a memory. Go down this road with me so we can heal. Now, if you have this memory, you can see things from your point of view. But can you for a second jump into the point of view of the person, the other person in the story? How did they feel? What struggles did they deal with that you may not even know that they were simply projecting? See, life is nothing but stories. And when we go back to being children again and we can see things from different perspectives, our whole life changes. With every story where we can analyze the perspective from all angles. And how does God, Source, view the story? Any story that might come up. See, nothing happens to us. Everything happens for us. And I want you to now feel to the core of your being how deeply loved you are. How incredible you are. Feel it because you matter. Feel it because your gifts, your talents, your expression, and whatever fantasies you may have, that's right for you, and that's amazing. Feel that love. Feel your mom, your divine mother, hugging you right now and saying, I am sorry. Feel your divine Father hugging you right now and saying, I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. And I thank you. I'm so sorry. You guys are here tonight because you are ready to let love be your guide. Pure bliss, completely present in every moment. Letting the expression of your heart guide your way home. Home is right here and now. It's the being reunited with all there is because we are not separate. We came to help each other, but you gotta reach out for help. You gotta ask for it. Then your angels will show up. Each and every one of us matters. We pull each other up. We hold each other by the hand. Each and every one of you is a divine expression of unconditional love. And there's nothing you need to do for it. It just is here for you because you are alive. And you are amazing. And you are worthy. And you are delicious. And you are liquid love. And everything you think is weird is freaking amazing. And there are people out there waiting for you to stand up and be your weirdest self. Regardless of how crazy you may think it is, there are those waiting for you because you are the missing piece of their puzzle. We are here for each other. To love deeper than we've ever loved before. To see the beauty even when somebody's projecting negativity. To return back to each time in our childhood where we didn't feel loved and to forgive. To check in every time we don't feel like we're enough, to see where it's coming from and to change that story from the core. From the beginning. Realize this is all just you, and we've all come here to help you. Experience love, presence, complete and total stillness. Divinity. So what is it? What is your intention? Can you let that intention disperse through your entire body and feel a deeper sense of love? Love is a state of being. When you cross over this finite body and you realize you are part of all of this, and the more you heal and the more you meditate, the more your aura expands and attracts more of all the things you've always wanted. Don't deny yourself anything. Your inner child wants you. It loves you. And today I hope you all reunite with it together with me. So whenever you're all ready, let's come together and sit in a lotus, slowly. And just put our hands on our heart. And feel that. Feel this heartbeat. Our life is 13.8 billion years in the making. You are not here by chance. You have a divine purpose. And your inner being is always speaking to you, so listen. And I am here and everyone's here to support you in listening and trusting to the fullest that it's right now. Right now is this moment. It's not tomorrow. There's only now. There's always only now. So feel this beautiful now. Feel how every brother and sister, father, mother here are supporting you in this now. Feel the heartbeat, the very first thing that was the size of a pea in your mom's belly chickpea in her mom's belly was the first thing. This love. Love, 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 love. It's not a feeling. It's a way of being. Present in every moment, with every emotion, because every emotion is a collective emotion. And when you overcome it, and when you share how you overcome it, you heal the whole world. Because everyone needs you. They need you. They want to see what you did to be who you are. So shine so bright that even those that don't like you can't stop staring, because you're in your power. And if there's any way I can support you, I am here. My sister's here. A lot of beautiful guides are here. You're not alone. Nothing is freaking weird. And everything's freaking weird. You may now open your eyes. Was this good for anyone? Dance. Yes. So now, does anybody feel like sharing before we start dancing? Did anything come through? Does anybody want to say anything? Yes, no? No? Okay.
It was too deep.
Deep? So I'm a channel, so I can, like, if anybody has a question afterwards about anything after we do our dance, I'm here. And I can't control what comes through. I didn't plan any of this. So this is all you, actually, projecting. I'm projecting back to you. And I feel so much love in this room. Thank you. And in case any of you are curious how I tapped into the channeling abilities, it was after 3 years of writing, and now I spend almost 8 years writing. But after 3 years, I thought I was going crazy because I was staring at a tree and laughing and crying because, I don't know, I felt like I was talking to it. And basically going crazy is the way to be sane. So then I realized that I could hear everything and it was okay, that was normal. And then I just continued to let it come through, and I can separate between Dasha and between the source that's speaking through. And sometimes Dasha tries to get in the way. And like, I've had many events where people come up and they ask questions like schizophrenia, all kinds of stuff that Dasha has no idea how to deal with it. And sometimes she's like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, get out the way. And the person gets what they get. And yeah, it's really cool. And with that, let's integrate it with a little dance. Ow, ow, ow!
What's your playlist?
Dasha and Masha. I'm your father.
I love you, Dad. I love you, Mama.
I can tell I forgive you for everything you did in your childhood. And please forgive me for something I did wrong for you.
Where's my playlist? Oh, here it is. Here. Wait, Where's the one I made for you? Oh, that one. All right, and I don't know if I've mentioned, but I've made a couple songs. I have 33 live songs. I have 6 books. I have one copy of the book here. I have 6 books that I published, 33 songs. I'll play a couple of them tonight. But before I do that, since we're talking about childhood, why not go back there? This is our integration.
The seaweed is always greener on somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, running around the ocean floor. It's wonderful.
Ready?
Under the sea, under the sea. Down here all the fish is happy as all through the waves they roll. The fish on the land ain't happy, they sad 'cause they didn't let go. The fish in the bowl is yucky, they aim for a worse fate. One day when the boat get hungry, under the sea, under the sea. Nobody meet us, tries to meet us, for the sea.
Beautiful. That was amazing. I loved it. It was so good. Thank you. Yeah.
Feel it?
Yeah.
Like it? Are you enjoying yourself? All right, after this song, I'm gonna play my new song. This is the first time it's gonna be played in public. It's called Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster?
Yeah,
Oh, now we're getting ready for dessert?
yeah, it's really funny.
My type of integration.
All right, ready for the Cookie Monster? Drum roll. Welcome, Cookie Monster. This is by yours truly.
Sing along.
Yep. I make a lot of music. Yeah. Ready? You. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Bring your body. I wish you could hear the words. The little juicy. It's good for your body. Oh my God, she came here to party. This girl is spiritual naughty. She be shaking her booty like a latte. Inside my green latte. Cappuccino and my chocolate. Drink my cappuccino. Drink kombucha. My Kama Sutra. Kama Sutra. There are animal noises, yes?
Kombucha and Kama Sutra?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I'm going to hear some more of that.
We need a bigger boombox. We'll have a bigger boombox next time. Off the body, the detective, spirit daddy.
My cookie, cookie, my cookie, my cookie, my cookie. You like it?
I love it. It's hard to hear though. You can't hear the words.
Can't hear the words,
bass
yeah.
or anything.
I'll send you all the songs. I know.
It's good.
Did you like the meditation?
Yeah, it's good.
Best kind of cookie. Cookie monster. My cookie monster. Eat my cookie. Cookie monster. Eat my cookie monster. For your body. Cookie. My cookie. My cookie. You my cookie monster. Cookie monster. You my cookie monster. Cookie monster. You are my cookie. It took me like about 30 minutes to make this song. But like once I hear a beat, like, and then I know how to do everything. I capture it, I produce it. I have like a whole setup at home with a microphone. And I wish we had a bigger speaker.
We're about to get.
Right? But it's a dubstep.
I'm gonna go sit on the chairs with someone and give me a lap dance.
This dance. Oh, this made me so emotional. I'm about to start crying again.
Good.
But it's beautiful energy.
Right, it's so good for you.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you for having me. This is amazing. I really needed this. Thank you.
You're not alone. We're here for you. You're amazing for being here.
Thank you.
It's so warm here.
You guys enjoy it?
אוי,
כן?
תודה רבה.
מה?
תודה רבה.
בכיף.
להישם את האנרגיה.
כל כך כיף שזה...
לגמרי.
שעושים את כל העבודה ואז אפשר לתת מהמקום הזה שיש מלא. You know?
ממש
הצלחתי להרגיש את זה. Thank you. הופך את העולם למקום יותר טוב.
One at a time.
כל יום, קצת.
וגם הכל, כאילו, accept הכל. Like, the craziness, like, do everything. This is the playground.
חלק מהחבילה.
Yeah, good.
דשה, אבא שלכם מבין עברית?
מבין עברית, כן. Oh, wait. I'll change it. But you guys want to hear? You want to hear another song?
Was that first song yours too?
No, but this one you want to. You guys want to hear another song? Well, here I'll just play it anyways. It's called "Nothing Can Stop Me."
Are you on Spotify?
Yeah.
You are?
These are all on Spotify.
Oh, I gotta find you. New artists.
I've come too far. I've come too far. I've come too far. Can't stop you now. This is also my song. Ready? It's a little like, kind of Britney Spears inspired. Ready? You can stop me now. I'm gonna seize this moment. This is my time to shine. I'm gonna be free and own it. Nothing can stop me now. I'm gonna seize the moment. I'm gonna seize mine now. Let's do it. My moment. I'm so free in this moment. No one can stop me now. This is my time, it's my moment. This is so bright right now. This is so bright. It doesn't matter what. Still nothing for you to it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what. It's your moment. Create yourself. After all, you want to do a closing circle or? Everyone else is you want to do some sharing? Do some sharing, and then if anybody wants to stay later. You want this below?
If nobody wants to share, just
No, I want everybody to share a little bit. Just going around the circle. Share something. Yeah, experience. But we're gonna pass around the. We're gonna pass around this microphone. You're going to share something about your day or whatever you want to share out about your experience. Now, let's do it right, let's own it. No one can stop you now. This is your time, your moment. No one can stop you now. You are so free in this moment. No one can stop you now. You've gone too far this moment. No one can stop you now. This is your time, just own it. Let's sit down again let's sit down, Let's do a closing. You want to do light or no light? Okay.
Okay, so we wanted to close this beautiful container before people that need to go, and those that want to stay for laser coaching stay. Because, you know, we opened a beautiful container and now we're going to close it together. What I really would love is if we can go around in a circle and just somebody says something about maybe the intention that you were given today, or a feeling, or, I mean, if you don't feel like saying anything, you can just skip, but I just love the sharing part. So if anything comes up, I'd love to hear it. And we have this cute little microphone we're gonna pass around. So, would you like to start? Thank you.
I want
Say your name too. Yeah.
My name is Abby. First of all, I want to thank you, beautiful ladies, and Abba, and everyone that shared something, even if not verbal. I felt a lot of energies in this room, which is really beautiful. And I want to especially thank whoever wrote trust on the $100 bill, because it was exactly what I needed. And I think for me, it all starts from trusting and knowing that I am guided and I am led through that light and love that you, Dasha, were talking about, and that's exactly it. And everything else is BS, so thank you for that.
And if there's something that you want to bring in, then maybe this could be a good time, because we are all connected to so many people. So if there's something you can think of at this moment that you need, you can ask if you feel like it.
Out loud?
Yeah, if you want. This is your world stage.
I want to bring more that inner child joyful. I felt that was missing through that years that I was trying to achieve something that I wasn't even aware if it was like my achievement or someone else's achievements. So bringing back that joyfulness and happiness and pure laughter, which many times I feel like I take things very seriously because I want to create something that seems to be serious, but I think that what I'm missing is that when I'm not trying to create, I am. So maybe staying in that I am instead of I wanna or doing. So that was important for me to bring up again. So thank you. Спасибо большое. תודה רבה.
I'm Stephanie, and I'm going to take something that Abby just said, which inspired me to say that, how she said, like, to create something that she didn't know if it was hers or somebody else's. And I think that what I felt that's been a present thing in my past years and now is deciphering, like, which is mine and which is not mine. And I think love, deciphering which love is the creation, which was the word that I wrote, the creation, like the original, the apex, the origin of my love, versus what somebody else told me was love. And so and then the word that I received is presence. And so, I am taking it to be like present, like I am here, present. So that's it.
I'm Larissa. I'm not much of words, but I got safety. And yeah, I think it's important, love and safety, right? I think you need safety to have love. But yeah, I'll pass it on.
Anything that you want to call to the universe that will come to you at all?
No.
Good.
That's
Blessings.
After you.
Okay. I'm Peter. My word was creation. And there's a lot that I've been creating lately and that I'm going to continue to create. And I've just been finding that inner fire to really motivate myself to continue to create, to continue to expand in that way. And yeah, I'm really grateful for this experience. I've met Dasha on FaceTime, and and I'm really happy I got to meet you in person finally. Whatever you were saying was really like speaking to my soul, because I've been to a lot of sound baths, I've been to a lot of breath works, and you're definitely a channel, because it was like really connecting me to these deeper layers. Especially yesterday was Mother's Day. My mom passed 2 years ago, so it was really special for me to like connect to her and really feel her energy. And so thank you.
Hey everybody, I'm David. Start with saying thank you, Toda Rabba, for hosting this beautiful evening. The last 4 days were pretty rough for me. I woke up Thursday morning with a terrible back pain, which pretty much never happened before. But it was really bad, I could barely walk for 4 days. And I'm usually very active, so it's one of those moments that really make you reflect on everything you do and really appreciate everything that normally you do, but you don't really stop to appreciate, basic stuff like walking. Yeah, it was really hard for me. But just wishing for it to let go, to pass. And few people over those days, including Dasha, I know yesterday asked Abby, my wife, if I'm angry about something, because a lot of times anger is what brings the pain. I couldn't think about something that I'm angry of, but I'm really grateful to experience it, and to be much more grateful now for the usual stuff that, again, usually we are not really grateful to. And yeah, and thank you all for the energy you brought for the room, because I came here today with some of this back pain, and once I got up off the mat, after laying down, I really felt like everything is loose, and I'm sure it's have something with each of you, energy and what you brought to the room. So thank you so much. Keep being awesome.
If you need, I can help with back pain.
Okay. Oh, do I just talk into this? Oh, I don't know. Well, hi, I'm Bree. It's my first time here, and I'm just so blessed to be. Actually, Peter told me about this. It's crazy how the universe works. One of my friend of a friend, told me about Peter, and then Peter somehow got me here right when I needed it. So I just want to say thank you. The energy here is just so beautiful. I got the word compassion. It's a very powerful word. Just reminds me to be compassionate towards others and to forgive. That was one of the main things that you said that really hit me. Thank you all for just, being accepting, having this safe space for me to just, bawl my eyes out if I need to. And, it felt good. So I want to bring in today just mind, body, and soul healing for everybody, including myself. And just want to say thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Tracy. Thank you, Dasha and Masha, for holding this beautiful space and for everyone who's here contributing. It's felt really good. The word I got was acceptance, which is really good for me right now. I've realized that when Source tries to send me a message, I will resist it, not purposely. Like, I'm like, oh no, I hear you. But then I keep doing exactly what I've been doing. And the last 4 days, like this gentleman, Source was just like, okay, like you haven't been listening. I've sent you a lot of messages, and now I'm going to make it like so you have to stay still for 4 days. And again, Peter's a little angel, just being an angel to everyone. He came and basically saved my life as I was just not in good shape from sun poisoning. And it's been really good for me to settle into acceptance on all levels, acceptance of where I'm at and acceptance of the messages I'm getting, and not pushing or resisting or thinking I know better or wanting something different than what I have, and just really flowing with it. So, and I'm not calling in anything but peace and health right now. I'll be calling him more at a different time, but for right now, that's really all I need. Thank you, guys.
Hi, my name is Katya. Thank you so much for being here, all of you. So I met Dasha twice, and she made me cry twice. But it was so healing. So thank you so much, Masha and Dasha. And that's it. I received a card with sex, which I have nothing to say about. That's it.
No, it wasn't me. My name is Brandon. Thank you guys for putting this on. Someone told me it was last minute, but it didn't seem like it. Felt like you guys really planned this out, and it was a good experience. So thank you. I got the word devotion, and I guess the last 6 months have probably been one of the most chaotic periods in my entire life, like ×2. But throughout that, like during the worst of it, I went to Joe Dispenza for a week. And I was like, there was no way I was supposed to go. Like, work was chaos. But I just decided, I was like, if I keep going down the same path, I'm never going to get any better. And I have to take a break from this life for a second. So I guess through that form of devotion, I was able to calm down for like 7 days and just really sink into Source, and it was a beautiful thing. So I think the word devotion really did kind of play out in my last 6 months. And I think what I want to call in is just more abundance so that I can continue to change more lives.
All right. Do I press it? No? All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Tavia. Yes, you guys did an amazing job, and I was very grateful to meet you. I've heard so much about you, and it was everything and more. So my word was rebirth, which at first I was like, oh, great, what am I going to do? Then I was like, thought about it more, and I'm like, okay, let me just go back to where I might have lost my way or lost myself, and if I can do more of what feels good and less of what feels bad, then I will be rebirthed and find my way again. So then I was like, oh, that is a beautiful thing. And we all lose our way. So if you can remember where you lost your way and why, then you can recreate and then learn your lesson and hopefully move on from there. So that was a good one for me. I think I'm just calling more love and security, I guess, for myself, and knowing that it's inside of me. So, yeah.
Good evening, everybody. And my name is Svetlana, and so Dasha and Masha call me mom, and so for me it's very important because if you have a nice relationship in your life, it's very it's good for me and for everybody who is surrounded by me. And so I love for me like be happy in my life, and so I will.
Ja. Okay. Hello. I'm mother from Katie's mother. I visit my daughter. This is my first class by Masha and Dasha. Beautiful girl. I love you. This was very good and very interesting for me. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for you, both of you. So nice to meet you, Dasha, finally. I feel like I've known you my whole life already. I see where Masha gets a lot of her positivity and her hard work from, so I appreciate you. Yeah, you do. Working hard or hardly working? I got loyalty, which is beautiful, and it kind of tied into what I wrote, which was acceptance. And I only wrote it just for myself, and even loyalty goes back to that, because when I wrote acceptance, I wrote it because for me, love is just being accepted for who you are. And I know how it feels not to be accepted for who you are in a love relationship, and especially with yourself. Losing yourself in a relationship is the worst thing that can ever happen to you. And so be loyal to yourself, accept yourself for who you are, and then whoever doesn't accept you will have to leave that space. So, thank you.
Good job. My name's Taylor. Thank you, Masha. Thank you, Dasha, for holding it down and creating an experience. I am personally appreciative of it. My $100 bill said relaxation. And is that you, Abby? Blessings. I wrote presence, so it was very, it was related to that word for me. In life lately, it's been a practice of relaxation and presence for what is. And oftentimes I've found myself subtly trying to escape the present moment by either going up into the mind, creating stories, and just becoming aware of all those things. And, there's some things that I've been dealing with in the present moment that don't feel quite nice. And in this chapter of my life, I am okay with that. And to be able to fully embrace and relax into the presence of this moment, although that this moment may feel lonely or anger or any type of emotion, I think is beautiful medicine. So I'm not trying to change anything or go anywhere. I'm right here, and that's okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey everybody, I'm Dylan, and I want to say thank you to everyone for sharing a little bit about this experience. I think that's so cool. That's how we just learn, and to see everybody just open up and kind of just share so freely makes me feel so full. And then thank you to these two beautiful women who are the ladies in the arena. I know that's not always the easiest place, but it's the heroic one, and you invite plenty with it. So thank you for creating this space. Thank you for just bringing us all together. And I think I was given exactly what I needed, and it was a beautiful $100 bill that said abundance. And sometimes I feel so grateful, and I wonder, like, can it get any better? Like, what does life have in store that you could just continue to realize? And so that's what I would like to continue to call in, and I think it started here tonight. So thank you.
I don't get mic. I'm Lieutenant Colonel of military, so I can talk loud.
Love it.
So for myself and for my kids, I used to work in Space-Adrome Baikonur, if you know this place. So we sent shuttles, spacecrafts, we prepared big shuttle to fly to the Mars, and my kids were born on Space-Adrome. We have special medals for Dasha and Masha. He was born in Baikonur, in Space-Adrome. So they kind of space girls. And then we traveled a lot, and they migrated twice from Kazakhstan to Israel, from Israel to the United States. So a lot of things are going. Just to tell about when we came to US, and one of the things we came to yoga, like Bikram yoga, and we did it for 5 consecutive years. And so what's interesting that my girls studied in Berkeley, Stanford, got some high degrees over there, but now they found this passion with yoga and meditation, and I'm really proud of it. And last thing, what's interesting, Dasha and Masha, my mom was Dasha, and her sister was Masha. So in the memory of my parents, our parents, we call it Dasha and Masha. And we have famous song, Kukla Dasha, Kukla Masha.
And the sisters were actually Holocaust survivors. So Masha was actually the older sister, and she rescued the younger sister, which was Dasha, from the foster home. And when the train was going, it's one of the stories, the last stories that my grandma told me, that when the train was going, they jumped in, and it was getting checked for Jews. They both jumped out, they hid, and that's the very reason why we're all here. And I feel like my sister's passion from the beginning to help heal Mom and to figure out what life was about was what ignited all of this, and her desire for meditation ignited my path of healing too. So I'm beyond grateful to have a sister. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Mom, for awakening us. It's beautiful life. Do you want to share your? Thank you, Daddy, for being here.
Oh, so good.
And thank you, Mommy.
Summed it up so well.
Okay, I'll share a hard lesson that I learned. My sister really triggers me sometimes. But I feel like it's important to share. I noticed that we tell each other stories about other people sometimes, and you can choose to pass on the story. I guess another way of gossiping, or not even gossiping, like limiting beliefs, like, oh, this person doesn't like this, and you just keep on sharing that to others. And my sister keeps reminding me that we can stop. It's like a broken telephone. We can stop the story about someone else or yourself and recreate it. Am I explaining it correctly? So if someone says, oh, this person is not very good at socializing, I can either say that to someone else, or I can stop and recreate her image to someone else and be like, she's really wonderful at socializing. So yeah, she's taught me that lesson again and again this time. So I'm really grateful, because it
keeps reminding you that you are the creator of your reality, and you can either bring in more harmony and good and uplift others and make others feel important, or you can continue with the sad story. So you could choose. It's your decision where you want to participate, what you want to give power to.
Beautiful. You know, it's funny, but people will live into the expectation we have of them. So if we see somebody starting a business, and let's say we can obviously tell that they're struggling, but we look at them and we say, you got it, you're doing so great, you're doing fantastic, you're a millionaire, you got this, I'm here, look at you, you're doing great. They'll feel that resonance. They'll live into that greatness, no matter where they are right now, because somebody, one person, believes in them. That's what we're here to do, is to look at each other and truly believe, regardless of where we are on the physical, in the greatness, the beauty. You want to be a millionaire? I see you as a millionaire. You're it. You got this. How can I help? And it's funny, I'll share also. I got my own card, I think. I got abundance. And I wrote it down. I wrote it down and then I got it. And then my sister goes, you don't need that. Because yeah, I have good clients. I have plenty of money now doing what I love. And then I realized I teach people how to be specific about their goals. And yet sometimes I create general goals still. Like writing the word abundance last second. Because I always ask people, so what does it mean for you? What is abundance? Like, is it a number? What is that number? Because if you don't know what it is, you wouldn't have a measure when you achieve it. To know that you've walked the path to realizing it. So today was a huge lesson for me to be specific about my wants. Because then I can walk the path of transforming myself to seeing that I'm co-creating and everything's already here. So the more specific, the easier it is to see how you transform in the process, and it's just one goal at a time. But I just wanted to say like a huge thank you to everybody here, and my sister's got a new website. That I made for her because
She just makes things in like 5 minutes.
I'm a systems person. I'm a channeler. I'm music, books, you name it. But we created a little website for her.
Mindfulmasha.com. It's just a link tree. It's really neat though. For the future of all websites.
So if anyone feels called to check it out, or contribute, you can do it through the website, you can do it here. We are grateful, and we are all here for you, and thank you for being here. Thank you. And if anybody wants laser coaching, you're welcome to stay, and I am here.
Can you speak a little bit about what that looks like?
Yeah, so I'm very highly tuned in right now. So if you have any questions about anything,
You come sit right here.
just feel deep, and I'll just channel to you. Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh, you want to see?
Yeah. Where's the bottom?
Zo rechtdoor.
Ja.
Ken, have it? All right.
I think it would be better if we went into the smaller room where it's quieter. gonna go into the quiet. If you want to witness, you can. Cancelava, mas não.
Is she still on camera? Yes, camera? Great. Okay, it's better. Improvise, right?
Let's tune and draw out the noise. What question do you have for us today?
I want to know what I need to release or let go from my creativity and joyfulness to be more present in my life.
Do you sometimes have impulses of things that you want to do, but you stop yourself?
No.
Do you trust completely?
Yes.
Do you have a daily ritual practice?
Yes.
What does it consist of?
I wake up at the same hour and write my dreams, and then I do an hour of yoga.
Then you what?
I do an hour of yoga and I go to work.
What's your creative outlet?
Probably besides the cooking, painting.
Have you had interest in other creative outlets?
Yeah.
And what have you done about it? Have you tried?
I try. I like playing music too.
So is there something that's blocking you from expressing more creatively?
I want to say time, but I know that it's an excuse.
Do you feel like you don't have enough time to do it?
I feel like my job is taking most of my energy. I don't know if time, but energy for sure.
Do you wake up in the morning with excitement to go to work?
No.
So who is insisting on thinking that this is the job for you? What will it take for you to have a different source of income?
Have a clear understanding of what my passion is and doing that instead of trying different things that are not 100% what I want to do.
Have you ever created a vision board? the way to get more clarity is to create a vision, and then when you choose a path that comes to you intuitively, you actually put that vision from the mind into a physical representation, and you give yourself time. See, what happens is you don't give yourself enough time in each one of the things that you try, and your vision is not clear enough for you to keep walking, for you to realize what your passionate purpose is. How would it feel for you to create a vision, to tune in and create a time span that you're going to go forward toward that vision and continuously shift that vision board as you get more and more clarity toward what that vision looks like, because your intuition is always speaking. And the vision board, what happens is the vision gets clearer and clearer because there are intuition, impulses, people saying a word over here and over here. This is how the vision becomes more and more clear and things shift on the vision board. Do you see what I'm saying? And then when you get clear with you, because a vision board is just you selling your vision to yourself, you see how you're transforming in the process, and this is how you realize your passion, your purpose. Because as long as it lives in the head, it's not real. When you take it from out of the head into a physical representation, and I like to do it on a pushpin or PowerPoint, and the more clarity I get on that vision moving forward every day after yoga, impulses in the shower, the more clarity I get on the vision, it keeps shifting. Do you see what I'm saying? So you gotta create that clear vision. You gotta really tune in and keep refining it every day and every time you get an impulse, because you will then see slowly but surely that when you choose one goal and you go toward it, and you realize how strong you are because you've overcome everything, whatever goal that may be, something very big in the middle, something you're passionate about, but you make a commitment and maybe create that big art event or whatever it is that is bigger than life seems like right now, and put that in the middle of the vision board, and you march toward it. Let go of all the FOMOs and all of that other stuff. You transform in the process, and you realize that going toward one goal really helps you manifest all of them. Do you see what I'm saying?
So choosing one doesn't mean that I'm letting go of the other ones.
No, so the other ones are still around. Everything is important. Your fitness, food, family, friends, like what I teach the 7 F's, family, friends, fun, freedom, feelings, everything's important, but they're all around this one thing that is truly important for you, that is bigger than you. For example, when I was writing a book, I put a date of the release right in the middle, and I was writing, and everything else, I had sexual experiences, all this, they were all around. I was manifesting all of them, but I was marching toward one unified vision that meant the most to me, because it felt like there's something that I needed to share, and that was the most important. I did everything else, but that was the bullseye. And I created that event, and I wrote down release date, and even 30 days before, it seemed impossible. Nothing was working. 7 days, impossible. I have an event, there's 50 people coming. I already declared it, like I can't back out. And then 5 days before, everything started. 4 days, everything came in alignment. 3 days, whoa. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you don't have a singular point of focus, what happens when you have a singular point of focus? It's called RAS, Reticular Activating System. You focus on this one thing as your premortal crop, and now ideas and answers come through other people, your intuition in the bathroom, wherever, and you're like, because you're focused on this vision at the exclusion of everything else. So you hear and see things coming to you, all the answers from everywhere to help you manifest this vision, this dream, something that's bigger than yourself, something that drives you because it's from your heart.
So what will make me get to that one thing?
My course is good for that.
Okay.
But it's about visioning and continuously everything that's in here, putting it out.
Yeah.
Because then you will see, for example, I don't know, give you an example of mine. I made a vision of myself inside of a palapa leading a meditation. I cropped my own picture inside of a beautiful like ocean view palapa. Because you will attract everything. I used to think that I needed my own wellness center, my own money, and I was given a whole retreat center. And I was sitting there and I found myself in the middle of my vision board because I got so specific in what I wanted, and everything was given to me because they were waiting for me. I didn't have to buy it. I was the missing piece of the puzzle that retreat center needed. I just needed to be clear and get it out from the head into a physical representation. And the more clear, then you find yourself sitting there and you open your eyes and it's better. The reality is better than even your vision can comprehend. So I had a little tiny palapa, palapa with I had a tiny one on my vision board. I got a 40-foot one to have my first event. 40-foot palapa, all expenses paid, retreat center. People were paying me $111 each for tickets. I created the vision and the universe.
Made it work.
Yeah, that I had to get clear. I really wanted it. I wanted to have a retreat.
Clarity is a big thing.
Yeah, and that's how, like, the vision board is like you selling the vision to yourself. How bad you really want it. And then through your daily practice, you get aligned with it. Is it really what I want? Why? Why do I want that? Oh, because it's going to make me feel alive. Because this is bigger than me. I don't know, maybe an art in a gallery. Whatever comes to you. Because it's something that drives me. This is where I'm supposed to be. Like, I feel it. Like, okay, what will it take?
To feel it.
Meditations, vision board. But without vision, you're meditating. With vision, with vision זה נותן לך רעיונות מאנשים אחרים. בשוואר, את מתעוררת באמצע הלילה ואת צריכה לרשום את זה. את חייבת תמיד לרשום את זה, כל מה שבא. כן, ועם הוויז'ן זה פשוט reticular activating system. זה מתחיל להיות ככה. כשאת אומרת, I want to see Tesla, מתחילה לראות Tesla. כן. If you do the same thing for the vision, after you create the vision board and you constantly play with this thing, because it's a game you with you.
Refining game.
Yes, because you're selling the dream to yourself. It's your painting. Ken! Yeah. Was it useful? Ken?
כן, אני צריכה, כאילו, ממש.
Clarity is
power. כי בא לי להיות עם כולם, לעזור לכולם, לעשות גם את זה וגם את זה, ואני יודעת שאני אגיע לזה. כי אני ככה. בא לי משהו, זה קורה, באמת, כמו שאת אומרת. עם העבודה זה תמיד קצת, אני בשביל אחרים כל הזמן.
בוויז'ן בורד זה יכול להיות גם עבודה חדשה. מה שאת חושבת, מה שאת טונינג אין, כאילו בשבילי עשיתי כל מיני עבודות עד שזה התחיל.
נכון.
אבל תמיד ידעתי באמצע שזה היה הספרים, שאני הולכת לעשות את זה לחיים. אבל באמצע כאילו עשיתי real estate, כן. I knew it was a means to an end. And I kept going, and what kept me going was the fact that I kept writing, and I was like, I know I have a bigger reason. This is just giving me finances right now. And then boom, 2 years ago, no more real estate. And now I make more money coaching than I've ever done anything else. And it's soul.
בטוח, מה? תודה, נשה.
בכיף, I'm here. I feel so good. עושות מצווה.
מצווה? You know how like the rabbis, when you give money, זה מצווה, you do something good for others, אז אותו דבר רק עם spirituality. Because a lot of people miss it. So you give that money, כאילו money to their souls.
Yes.
By what you do.
Thank you. Whee!
How was that?
בכיף. Who would like to go next?
It's like secret.
Oh no! Now it's super quiet here. It was just really loud.
Oh.
But if anybody, I mean, anybody's welcome to listen. Yeah.
I love that this is like a secret little room.
I know, it would like ghetto-ly. The restroom is that way.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you want to listen? You want to listen? Or do you want to listen, or do you want to just wait? It's up to you. Do you mind if she's here too?
I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come join us.
Okay.
Do you want to sit on the floor or on the chair? Do
Yeah.
you want to sit on the floor?
I can just sit on the floor. Or
Do you need a pillow? Oh, just good.
Unless you make me feel more comfortable. I don't want to be like
All good.
hovering over you.
No. I just the noise, like there was a lot going on earlier, so.
Dasha, I didn't actually pay online.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I had cash with me.
Thank
so
you.
I wanted to do that.
I very much appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you.
And what was your name again?
Tracy.
Tracy. Heavenly Father, Elohim, Spirit, ancestors, come be with us now. Allow for me to get out of the way. Did you say Tracy?
Yes.
Tracy. So that Tracy can receive what she needs to receive. Tracy, what question do you have for us today?
There's been a lot of shifts, and I can feel myself being called forward in a way, and I'm not too sure. I guess the question isn't where I go next. I'm just not sure how to say this, because I fully understand that all we can be is present, and as a projector I get invited and I will understand where I'm being called, when I'm being called. But it's been presented to me that I should think about switching it up even further, think about switching up my living situation, think about just really shaking things up, and I can feel how that would be beneficial. And at the same time, I don't feel that like 125% like heck yeah. So I'm just looking for any sort of guidance because I have felt the resistance within me, and like I was speaking in there, when I don't fully let myself hear the message, it will come through louder and louder and louder until I get like an energetic punch in the face almost. And it doesn't have to be like that, and I know that. I could just listen the first time. So if there are any blocks that I should be looking at, or if there's any direction I should be considering that maybe I haven't looked at, or just any sort of guidance at this point, because it's been a lot of shifts for about a year, and they've been beautiful, and I've done so much trauma work and pattern releasing and healing, and it's been very good for me. And now I feel things happening, but I'm just not too sure what I should be doing with any of it.
So thank you for sharing. Do you remember your strategy, authority, anything besides the projector?
Yeah, so I only have 2 spots lit up, and that is my throat and G center, which basically means that my voice is my powerhouse, and it all comes from a place of love, pretty much, and I know that.
What are your numbers, do you know?
Um,
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
yeah, it's I feel like it was a 2-7. Does that make sense?
No, there's no 7, there's 6. So 2, 6?
I don't know. I don't want to speak on it.
Okay,
sure.
but the first
I can't
one was
remember.
2, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's hermit. I'm also a projector 2. I'm a 2-4. So a hermit needs time alone from anybody else, so you can hear your own inner wisdom. Are you spending time alone?
Yes, and it's something that I feel like not everyone understands. Like I say that, I know that so strongly about myself that I need time alone, and I feel like sometimes people don't really understand that because there's some people who don't need that.
But it doesn't matter. It's not about people. It's
Yeah.
only about you. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody.
So these last couple of days, I have not had a lot of alone time, but it was a good thing. I was being nursed back to health, so very grateful for it. But yes, coming into the next couple of days, I know I need a good amount of alone time to process and integrate and digest everything that's gone on the last couple of days for me.
Do you live in an environment where you're with other people?
Yeah, I live with a roommate, an apartment mate, and that's the big thing is I live in an apartment complex, and I if I'm not like consciously protecting myself, I absorb energy, and I know that and I feel that, and I'm not putting myself in a box. I am everything and nothing at the same time, but I also understand that I do absorb the energies around me. It is part of that human design. It's part of the beauty of it is that I can go from these different energetic fields and take what I like, absorb what I need from them, I guess, because I only have the 2 spots, and so it's good for me to get around and be with other people and almost like feel what it's like to have those other spots lit up. And at the same time, after that, I know I need a lot of retreating because I don't want to mix up other people's energy for my own and other people's projections or whatever it is for my own. So yeah, I understand myself pretty well, but that is the big question. I've been living in an apartment complex for a really long time, and
How does your living situation make you feel? Good, bad?
it's been really good. We're both artists. We're both kind of hermit-like. There's never any surprises when I come home. Like, we keep it a very goddess sanctuary space. The difference and the reason why I'm opening to the idea of moving is that it's been so beneficial and beautiful, and at the same time, she's what I don't want to speak this for her. So our energies are very different, and our paths are very different. I am and have been on a very spiritual path, and she tends to be a little bit more mainstream, and in a way it's beautiful for balance and to hear all aspects of the truth of existence, and at the same time it feels restrictive sometimes.
So are you ready to move? What's holding you back? You know you're excited about a brand new opportunity, that there's something more for you out there, that the past, everything has been better and better for you,
Yes.
right?
Every time I move or change, it's gotten better.
Yeah, so where is this resistance now coming from?
It's the cushiness, you know, like I pay very little in rent because ended up getting this place and securing it on my own and then subletting that other room. And so I sublet it for almost as much as the space costs. And so it's provided me like a feeling of relief. Like I'm not stressed about money, and I don't want to be. I don't want that to ever come back into my existence.
Right, see what you're speaking of right now is the lack of. What we focus on was what becomes. The universe can create the same way it created this opportunity for you, another opportunity for you. The focus has to shift on realizing that so far you've been so lucky and you've been so blessed, and this is not about to stop. In fact, it only gets better and better and better with time, because you can look backwards and always see how it always got better.
The whole time.
So
Always.
you gotta trust looking backwards that there is absolutely nothing besides better. It's just like you've been able to create then, you will create another, and if it's gonna cost more, you will create more abundance because you've always done that before.
I've always done.
So how is this any different than all the past times that life got better and better and better and better?
No, it was so much. I guess because in my head, like, you know, this, like, getting to this point, you know, was the only point I ever really looked to get to. You know, like
you've achieved it, but now your
Exactly.
spirit wants to create
Exactly.
more.
It's like, that's how it feels. This is exactly how it feels. Where I'm like, I did it, and then, like, I got comfortable, and my spirit's been like, okay, and now what? And I'm like, nothing. Now we're good. And it's like, but it's not. You know, like, I can feel it. Like, no.
You realize that in comfort, sometimes we do not want to stay because we seek expansion. The universe is constantly expanding new opportunities, new potentials, more and more and more bigger and greater things for us if we let go of needing to hold on to the stability.
Yeah, that's what it is. It feels so good, and at the same time, you're right. Like, I made some giant leaps in my life, and
all you need is to create a vision. Create a vision.
Okay.
Because if you can create a vision and get that from your head into a physical representation, then you will begin to have a desire and a strive forward, a new passion.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to live in a space with spiritual people. Maybe you want to live in space by yourself. Maybe you want to live in a space with your partner. I don't know. It's your dream. You get to dream again.
Yeah.
You're constantly expanding. The new opportunities haven't been created for you yet because you haven't been dreaming them. You haven't been putting time and effort to being like a child again, realizing that you are limitless.
Yeah. Well, I have 2 weeks left to now figure that out, so I'm playing that.
But you figured it out right now.
Yeah, that's true.
That you're ready for a vision, and your daily rituals tune you into making your vision clearer and clearer, and with clarity comes power, because suddenly you're like, oh gee, I want to live in a community with a bunch of spiritual people so I can get uplifted and elevated and I can grow. Okay. And then before you know it, that will be attracted to you because you're clear about what you want next, and it will call you, hey, come over here with ease and grace. Hey.
Thank you, love bug. I mean,
Clarity is power.
Yeah,
and this is why I have a couple of courses you're welcome to grab. Like, it teaches you how to do vision. Ever since I started first event in our wellness center, 2016, I created my first vision board. One thing at the center, and around it all the frequencies, and I channeled the 7F, 7 frequencies: fitness, food, family, friends, financial abundance, freedom, fun, feelings. And then I started painting a picture, physical representation of my reality, and I kept refining that vision. Because suddenly I had laser focus. I put in the middle that I wanted to publish my first book. When I started then, publish my first book, that was my laser focus. But every area had to be in alignment too. But that was my bigger thing. Like, I was healing myself through ayahuasca. Like,
I was healing over 20 years of abuse with my mother. Like, I was letting go, and I was like, I want to share this. So the book was my cream de la crop. Everything else was important too. And I had jobs and things that fueled the book.
Yeah.
But the visions, they kept getting clearer and clearer on the vision board because I was focusing on it.
Okay.
And that gave me power. So no matter what anyone said, like, I knew what I wanted to do. You know?
Yeah. What's your, well, I'll find your Instagram name. They'll give
Yeah,
it to
yeah.
me.
If you head to Mindful Masha,
Yeah.
I put all my links at the bottom of her stuff.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, did you like it?
Yeah.
Yippee! I love you. You got this. It's so fun.
It's so fun. I wouldn't do anything else.
Thank you for letting me sit in.
Yeah, of course.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, baby girl. Same for you.
You still have time for me? I feel
Of
so bad. I'm
course.
keeping you so
Of course.
late.
Are you staying or are you heading out?
No, I'm gonna stay.
You're staying? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to listen in? You're welcome.
You want to come on in?
Do you,
No, you can do it. What do you want
we
to
can,
do?
we can leave it open. It doesn't.
I feel fine either way. I mean,
Okay.
you
It's up
are
to-
basically my new healer,
I'm
so
gonna
you're
be
hear it
working with
anyways.
you, so maybe it is good. I
Yeah.
stay. Okay, I'll stay.
Yeah, we only came in here because it was loud over there. So now.
Well, there's a full. Nobody's in here now.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
In here, it's empty.
Do you want to go? Do you want to go out there? Okay, sure. Next time around, we'll have a space with so many rooms.
I love the space though.
It's beautiful, right?
Careful because Abby stepped on glass.
Oh.
From the triangle.
Yeah, I broke that earlier. It's okay. I'm sure that there aren't that many. But she's okay?
Yeah, she's okay.
Okay, good. Okay, sit. Have a seat. Did I bring my pillow? It's okay, I got the pillow. Just move it gently. All right, get comfy. I'm feeling so high right now. I'm flying.
Oh.
Wait, what did I do the other?
When I was laying down and we were doing the breathing, the stomach, chest, I had never done that. I felt like high.
Yay!
I was like, whoa, like this feeling is so different.
Right?
Yes.
Breathwork's amazing. All right. What was your name again?
Bree.
Bree. Dasha. Bree. So let's just get tuned in. Mashi. We welcome our spirit guides, angels, ancestors to be with us now. So Bree, what question do you have for us?
Today, I would like to ask you about receiving messages. That's my first thing. I feel like a lot of the time it's hard for me to really get to a state to where I can openly accept and receive the messages that are coming towards me. I also struggle with trusting my inner guidance. One of the other things is lately it has been very hard for me surrounding health, which has never been a concern of mine. But lately I have had some pretty scary things happen. And I guess my question would just be, how can I stay on this path and not let these things that seem so crushing just like destroy my whole journey?
Thank you for sharing with us. Just by sharing this right now, you know you are clearing the energy of your ancestors. 7 generations back, 7 generations forward. Because you're speaking up. So before we go deeper, I just want you to acknowledge how strong you are for speaking up, for reaching to your angels. What happens often in this lifetime with people that have physical bodies, that when things start to hurt, we start attaching ourselves to this pain instead of letting that pain pass through us, realizing that pain can be temporary. We let that become part of our identity. We let that consume us because we want it gone so bad, and when we want it gone, we actually focus on it being here and now. Because when you say, I don't want the thing that you don't want, you're actually focusing on the thing that you don't want. You're asking for more of it because it's a vibration. So to shift into a new state requires to focus on the opposite of what you don't want. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So if something hurts, how can you get aligned with your inner being to tune yourself into wholeness? How can you do that? Because you know you can do that. You know you're strong enough.
Yeah, I have been really trying to, I feel like I torment myself with what I'm dealing with by thinking about it and just thinking about how much I wish it was gone.
Right. So when I say right now, do not think of a Christmas tree. Did you just think of a Christmas tree? But I told you not to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it is us as a collective, not just you, that when we feel pain, we don't want there to be pain, but then we focus on the pain because we say, I don't want the pain. The universe responds to the vibration at the moment we are emanating it out. So yes, we have to pretend and brainwash ourselves into believing something that we cannot see and we cannot hear, because it will be a new state of being once you program yourself to continuously believe in the new you. And it's baby steps every day. Do you have a daily ritual practice for yourself?
Not right now, no.
This is what you got to do first thing in the morning. You've got to create space to elevate your vibrations into the new you and have a forgiveness practice. And I highly suggest Ho'oponopono.
We're going to do all that.
Awesome.
And every day you gotta have your own ritual. You gotta create that vision, as I said earlier, of you in your healthiest state, but not only healthiest state, you in your best state, doing something that you love, and then go toward that vision. Don't focus on where you are now, focus on where you are going. Every day vibrationally tuning into this best version. Because when you shift your focus from a state of where you're in now into this perfect state, and you just keep focusing on that perfect state, whatever that means to you, going toward that vision every single day through your daily rituals and forgiveness practices, all of these things are going to start to slowly get eliminated because you will be on the path to love, transformation. And before you know it, the pain will fade away too, because you're brainwashing yourself, reprogramming every day into a new you, because the new you is here and now. It's just another now moment in another time-space reality, and you declare it. You say, June 1st, I am completely feeling amazing. And right now can be June 1st. You travel to that point. You say, I wake up in the morning and I feel refreshed, and I'm walking around and I feel alive and I feel joy and I feel whole. Because every moment is just another now moment. So if you can allow yourself to travel to another now moment and feel what it's like to let go. And be in that now moment, which is according to everybody else future time, but it's not. Then every day you live into that now moment, getting closer and closer to this wholesome state of vitality. Until one day you wake up and you've been doing your daily rituals, your own practices for you, elevating your own vibrational state in the beginning of the day, and you realize that your body is fully vital again, and you did that. Because you set an intention. You amplified your focus. You used the RAS, reticular activating system, by putting your vision, at the center of your vision, where you in your vital state, doing what you love, and you did the daily work, the daily rituals, the forgiveness practices, the meditation, the journaling, all these things that you need to do in the morning to elevate your own state, literally living into your most vital, best self.
I'm so ready for change. I'm so ready. And I'm just so excited.
It's just you and you. You have to make a commitment to put your vibrational state above all, creating a vision that's bigger than yourself, that would give your life meaning, to march towards something. Be like a child again and create that vision and say, for that vision, for that bigger vision, I have to be my best self. Because I've got a purpose here on earth. What is that purpose? Like, keep tuning in, being like a child again through different meditations. I've got some, I'm sure Peter's got some, Masha's got some, like tuning into that inner child, creating that vision, taking it from the head onto a physical representation, and then marching toward it every day through your daily rituals. You are the center of the universe. Keep going inside. Remember, the answers are not found out there. They're already inside of you. You just have to tune in and be quiet enough to be able to hear them. And I don't know if you know your human design, but live by authority, by your design. And I can help you find out what that is, or Peter.
Mm-hmm.
trust. Tell you a little story. After my mom passed, we were walking around looking for a place to bury her, and my dad goes, "Your mom wanted to be a nun, but she couldn't leave the family because she thought that you guys weren't going to be able to survive without her." And my whole life was projecting onto me. I was the first child through abuse, physical, verbal, because she couldn't find peace. And her intuition was screaming at her, "Go over there, this is your peace." Guess what she did instead? She ignored that. And her answers were coming. "This is over there, trust, trust, trust. Go over there, go over there. Everything's going to be okay. This is for you. Go over there." That's a lesson in trust. The same consciousness, the same wisdom that's speaking through me right now also speaks through you. You gotta learn to trust it. That's the biggest act of self-love you can give to yourself.
Right.
A little bit more at a time. You can't start trusting everything that's coming, because you sometimes can't differentiate what's your voice, what's other people's voices. But when you create that vision and you tune in through your daily rituals, you'll learn to differentiate what's your voice and what's not. And then you'll start creating new stories. Because if you have a broken cassette, like I used to have, about my mom, she beat me up, she did this, like it was a broken cassette over and over again. And I thought, it was like, how could I stop this cassette? And then I realized that wasn't my voice. And I was like, wait, I don't want to be this angry person that she was. But I was, because I was a projection of her. And I was like, how do I want to be? Peaceful. Okay, what do I need to do? I have to write a new story about how I want to be. And then through my daily rituals, repeat my new story. I am peaceful, I forgive you, Mom, like I forgive you. Until the battery of the heart through Ho'oponopono, which you guys are gonna do, like slowly, every day as I listened to the Ho'oponopono, did my rituals, the battery of the heart was filling up with love, which I craved from a mother and I never received. So now I have filled up my own battery through forgiveness, through letting go. And by doing it every day, within just 33 days, I started to feel amazing and like, whoa, like I started to love seeing who I am in the mirror. And like before that, I wanted to get plastic surgery on my nose, because when I looked in the mirror, I saw my mom and I saw the pain and the hatred and everything. And I learned to love and forgive. And I created a new story. I started to focusing on all the things that my mom did that were good. She taught me how to sew. Her love language was acts of service. Even though I wanted to be touched and held and supported and accepted, she couldn't do it for me because she couldn't do it for herself. She wasn't awake enough. She didn't know any better. So I forgave her. I wrote a new story, and there was no more broken cassette. Once in a while, the noise still comes from parrots and things, but I can differentiate it now because I rewrote the story. Does that make sense? So what do you think is most important for you to take away from all this?
I think that I need to forgive a lot of people, first of all, and let go of a lot of the things that are holding me back from creating a new future for myself. And just really focus on the present moment and the future and stop worrying about all the decisions that I made in the past that may have got me to where I am today in a negative way.
Yes.
I just need to go forward and start new.
Every day is a new day. And you know, when you forgive, like life force energy wants to flow smoothly through your body. Wholesome vitality, joy, expressions, pleasures, all want to go smoothly through your body. And when you forgive, you allow for that life force energy, the chi, the prana, to flow smoothly. You let go, not because it's not for the other person. You let go for you. You forgive yourself. You forgive yourself for you. Realizing that we all make mistakes. There isn't a single person that doesn't make mistakes. And when we forgive and let go of our past, realizing that we're collective. We all make mistakes, but when we forgive, we let go. We do this for love, for ourselves, and making the world a better place like that. Thank you. And you're doing great. And this moment is perfect. And it's baby steps every day. Anytime you want to react, just instead of going out, go in. Every little time you don't project out, celebrate inside. You are your biggest cheerleader. And the little moments, one moment at a time, where you don't let yourself be taken over by your mind, which is a passenger. Every moment you win is a celebration. So you gotta have your cheerleader inside of you. You gotta recognize yourself that it's not about the big, big goals out there, that it's about every interaction right here and now, and you finding a little bit more compassion and you not giving the mind power. That's the real victory. And 99.999% of people can't even do that. So when you do one interaction at a time with yourself or with somebody else, you win. You're in the light. Where most people stay and live in the darkness, you know?
I'm so proud of myself for making this step.
You're amazing. You're amazing. You did it. This is it.
I know.
This is it.
Sometimes it's hard to just imagine a happy future, but I know that it's there, and I'm gonna take it one day at a time.
Baby steps. Just one interaction. Like, if for 5 minutes you can do a meditation whenever you're triggered, to walk away from everything and just do a little meditation, that's where you win. Your baby steps, they're the seeds of love, and before you know it,
got a whole tree.
Yes! You don't put a seed into the ground and say, hey bro, grow. Hey bro, where are you at? but you know it's gonna grow.
I know it.
And you'll reap the rewards.
Yeah.
Or you have to recognize when you win. Like tonight was a victory, you showed up. That's huge. 99.999% of people don't do that. They stayed at home, they watched TV. You did. That's a cause for celebration.
Thank you.
Your cheerleader inside needs to go, yes, I did it. Here's my big step right here.
I'm proud, yeah. I'm happy I came.
You gotta go. I'm proud of you, girl. Hey. One at a time.
One day at a time.
One at a time. One interaction at a time. One meditation at a time. One breath at a time. Thank you. Woo!
Of course.
Thank
Go,
you.
go, go, go.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you guys for sitting in and
Woo!
giving me that good energy. I can feel it.
Yeah.